What's going on, guys? We're running back on the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at my week 17 predictions and how I did in week 16. I went 9-7 in week 16. So let's take a look and see which games I got wrong. Okay. Alright, first game I got wrong. New Orleans versus Rams. New Orleans seemed hot. Rams didn't. So, I had to choose New Orleans, especially after that. But I was wrong. Cincinnati versus versus Pittsburgh. I really thought that Cincinnati could pull it out. They've been playing really well, but Pitt came out and played a great game. Indianapolis versus Atlanta. I didn't think Indianapolis was gonna pull it out. I didn't think I didn't think Atlanta was gonna be able to pull it out. So yeah. And then the next game we got. I thought Jacksonville could compete and have a good game against this Tampa Bay team. Arizona versus Chicago. I really thought Arizona was going to win. I didn't think Chicago was going to be able to pull out this upset, in my opinion, over this Arizona team. Now let's take a look at the I think it was the Sunday night football game, which was Denver versus New England, which ended up actually being a pretty solid game. Denver came back actually and almost won the game. And actually, but ended up losing to them. And then the final game that I predicted wrong was Las Vegas versus Kansas City. Now, I really thought Kansas City was going to win. They've been playing, they haven't been playing that way, but a lot of mistakes there. So yeah. Now let's take a look at this week. First game, Jets Browns. It already happened, but I made this list before and I wasn't able to record it. I have Browns winning. I really projected, especially with how the Jets have just been playing offensively. They just were absolutely garbage in the way that the Browns just been playing. I really thought the Browns were gonna win. Toward Dallas, I have Dallas winning. Even though Detroit's a solid team, I think Dallas could pull up and actually have a good game. Miami versus Baltimore. I really think Baltimore's going to pull it out. They're such a good team overall, and they've played great against some of the best teams in the league. Especially with Lamar. Lamar is arguably the best quarterback in the league against NFC teams, even though Miami's not an NFC team. He's just been having an MVP caliber season this year. Buffalo versus New England. I do have Buffalo winning. New England, yes, with the win last week, has been playing really, really good. So yeah. I do have okay, and then in the next game I have Atlanta versus Chicago. I have Atlanta winning. Even though both teams won last week, I really think that Atlanta's just a better overall team in this situation. Okay, and then we're gonna take a look at Houston versus Tennessee. I think that Houston's gonna win, especially with Stroud coming back off of injury. Las Vegas versus Indianapolis. I do have Las Vegas winning. Las Vegas played a nice game against the Chiefs, and Indy still has been playing the best. Jacksonville versus Carolina. I think Jacksonville can pull this out, and they've been playing. After that big loss, I don't think that they need this win to clinch the division. I think to get a bigger lead in their division. Rams Giants. I have Giants winning. I think they almost won against that Eagles team, who has been seen now as not being that good of a team, and they could possibly take the win over this team. Arizona versus Philadelphia. Philadelphia's gonna win. Arizona just hasn't been playing the best football this season. And yeah. Now let's take a look at New Orleans versus Tampa Bay. I have Tampa Bay winning. Tampa Bay's been just such a dominant team and been playing really well. Okay, let's take San Francisco versus Washington. I do have San Francisco winning. They've just been pretty good this season. It's that bad game against this Baltimore team, but Lamar's been just a dominant force against NFC teams. Okay. Pittsburgh versus Seattle. I think Seattle's gonna pull this out, but Pitt's gonna pull it out because Pitt's been just playing so well. It's so dominant. But yeah, Cincinnati versus Kansas City. I think Kansas City's gonna pull this out, especially with even though they're not playing, even though Kansas City played a terrible game last week. I don't think that this Cincinnati team is that great. Now let's take a look at Rams, Chargers, Denver. I think even though they benched Russell Wilson, I do think that without a true quarterback, having injuries and having an interim head coach, I think that this Los Angeles Chargers team will lose to this Denver Broncos team. Now let's take a look at Green Bay versus Minnesota. I think Minnesota's going to pull this out. But yeah, I think Minnesota's going to really pull this game out against Green Bay. Even though Green Bay's been playing excellent, I think Minnesota can pull this game out. I think the problem with Green Bay is I think Jordan Love is going to be the future for this Green Bay team. He's been playing solid football, and I think the problem is a lot of injuries to the receiving core. Yes, he's not going to be as great as Aaron Rodgers, as dominant as the way Aaron Rodgers played, but maybe a few games work on it. So yeah, he's still pretty young. I mean, definitely has a long way to go, and I definitely could see that he could be the future of this Packers team. So yeah, guys, that's my predictions for this week. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you guys did. Peace.